Hello. I am about to go to my first protest in Grand Haven, Michigan. This is actually part of C3. It's a prayer vigil, really. Maybe not prayer, a meditative vigil for peace. And they've decided for the month of June that it would be in support of Black Lives Matter. And those are two things. I'm not very good at group things or interacting with people, which is hilarious for how much I talk and share, but I think I'm just always afraid of connection, probably because so many connections in my life have gone wrong. But this is not a time right now for me to err on the side of that kind of caution. It's COVID era, pandemic. So Brian pointed out to me to wear sunglasses, but then I forgot my cute heart ones, so I just grabbed his from the car. Yeah, that's about all I have to say, I guess. But there are people all over. You can see them. I don't want to reveal who they are, but you know, Grand Haven is stereotypically and maybe loudly known as a pretty conservative town, but I've always felt really comfortable here as long as I'm not on social media. Like if I just exist here, I can feel the complexity of this space as a place where people kind of just accept differences and all exist. And it's just, there's a few really loud people on this social media group called Grand Haven Informed that really spew a lot of the underbelly of hatred and one size fits all. And you know, it's weird. I'm very much a Christian. I very much believe in God, and yet I haven't wanted to affiliate with a single church here because I don't know where this hate is coming from, and I don't want to accidentally fall into it, I guess. But conversely, a group like C3, which is C3 is not Christian. It is more like a spiritual and or philosophical group that gets together to promote peace and harmony and work through things. And I've played music for them before. I find it very healing, but there's always the challenge with a group like that they might accidentally become sort of anti-Christian because of feeling oppressed themselves. And so there was I went there maybe 3 or 4 times, and there was one time where I was like, that message is a little questionable for me because I am pro Jesus and Holy Spirit and God. I mean, that has only ever helped me. It's just that the social piece of it doesn't help me, because then I get into other people's beliefs and opinions about what that means, and that's just not good for me. So anyway, maybe you relate to that, maybe you don't. Wow, there's at least 100 people. That's cool. So I'm gonna go across the street by the fire hydrant. Alright, bye. Okay, so far almost every person who's driven by has honked and waved or done a thumbs up or a peace sign. I've only been here 5 minutes, and not only are all the people supporting peace and love and justice, Black Lives Matter, peace for all, silence is betrayal, no freedom till we're equal, Black Lives Matter, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, just reading some signs. And yeah, seen nothing but non-stop car honks. Kind of surprises me because I think I forget that Grand Haven is a complex place. Yep, there's more people waving, more people driving by. That person didn't, but they didn't look mad. It's a complex place, you know? But yeah, right before I started this video, it was like 6 different cars just honking and waving and peace signs. And I've only been here 5 minutes. There's another one, just waved and smiled. I don't mean to be so silly about what matters to me, but I feel like, you know, this is a business, the D. Baker and Son Lumber Company, and she smiled and waved, and you know what? I think that's how change starts, is we stand up for what we believe in, and we talk about it, and, you know, you don't even have to interact with anyone directly if you're scared like me. If you're a person who's always afraid of everyone and everything, you can still stand up for what you believe in. A guy in a moped just did a thumbs up sign. So maybe Grand Haven is a more complex place than I realize. I don't think people, for the most part, with their confusing economic beliefs, want to be lumped in with racism or hate. I think that a lot of the conservatives I've known in my life are essentially just economically conservative, as in it took them a lot to pull themselves up, or it took them a lot to create enough wealth to care for the people in their lives. And so for them, I think it's a complicated relationship to pressure to maintain that for the people that they love. And in that pressure, I guess you can't just go giving all your money away immediately, because it took, you know, 10 or more years of work to build up whatever that wealth or savings is. So I think, you know, the corruption that we're all against, we're more together on this than we are apart. And that's what I've needed to relearn and relearn and relearn over and over in my life. It's like some of these things are not wars. You know, it's like we're all fighting the war of the few corrupt people, the 1% at the top. I probably don't know any 1%ers. I think it's even like a 0.0000001% at the top. Well, anyway, that's my speech. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for everyone who does things. Thank you for being you. Thank you for standing up for what you believe in, whether it's online, whether it's behind a keyboard, whether it's with others, whether it's out in public. All right, that's my speech. Bye.